To create a tournament in TE is easy. First, you could choose to upload a photo or take a photo. Give your tournament a name. Select what type of game you're playing. Select the type of tournament, single elimination, double elimination, Swiss or round robin. You can give it a custom URL. If not, a random URL will be assigned. Pick a start and end date. You can manually type in a location or use a location button. Location is not mandatory. You can connect a Twitter account to a specific tournament. So when you or any of your staff members are tweeting out from this tournament, it will go directly from this account. With the register button on, players or teams can register for your tournament. When Consider Teams is on, the system will take into account what team the players are on, and when it's making the brackets, it will try to separate the team members if possible. The same thing for location, meaning if two players are from the same location or a similar location, the system will do its best to try to separate them when creating the pools and brackets. You would turn the team-based tournament slider on when you're running a tournament that is team-based, for instance, soccer, hockey, etc. You can write a description or set up a default Twitter message. An example default Twitter message is provided for you, but you can customize this however you like. More on sending the default tweet out in the next video. The default notification box is for match notifications. This will be the same message every time you want to send a match notification. You can change this at any time. Click the check mark to advance to the Add Player screen. In the Player column, you can search for players who are following you and add them to the tournament. In the Bulk column, you can add as many players as you'd like. These players will be added as just placeholder names and not actual registered users. You can separate this by comma, colon, semicolon, or new lines. In the team columns, you can search for teams and see what players are on those teams, and then add players that way. To delete someone from your tournament, just swipe to the left. Seeding in TE is extremely easy. There are multiple ways to do this. One way is to just click and drag and move the player to the position you'd like. Next, you could swap two players at any time by clicking on the number to the right, clicking the swap icon, and then choose the player you'd like to swap with. Here I will swap Sonic Fox with Mark. As you can see, Mark is now the number 1 seed, Sonic Fox is number 4. We'll swap back again, and they're reversed. Lastly, you can insert a player at any seed spot. Imagine you had a tournament with 1,000 players. It would be very tedious to click and drag that way. So, by clicking the number to the right, you could choose the insert icon and insert a player in any spot you'd like. Here we're going to insert Sonic Fox between Rio and Mark. At the top, there's a shuffle button. This will randomize the seeds of the players. Next, you can lock seeds. So I'm going to put Sonic Fox as the number 1 seed and lock him in. I'll lock DJT and shuffle the rest. Locking and unlocking is as easy as clicking on the picture. When you're ready to create the pools and brackets, click the button. You can enter a pool size between 2 and 256. The system will automatically create the correct number of pools for you. Lastly, in the Edit Tournament screen, you can add staff members to your tournament. You can add someone if they're following you, and they will have the same privileges as you to be able to run the tournament, except they cannot delete the tournament.